Hey everybody, we're back for another project. Loving this woodworking stuff. This is a item that my daughter picked out on Amazon that I'm pretty sure comes with just a paper coated press board kind of, I don't know, not very good quality wood. And I thought, you know what, I'll try and make that. So as usual, did my drawing up, got a lumber list. What I'm going to do is do panels for the left side and the right side, and then panels for the front and the rear. And I'm gonna put a slice down the center of that, a 1/4 inch wide, so that this birch panel can go in there on the front, back, sides, and probably bottom. And then I bought 1x8 that I'm gonna use my wafer cutter and join these together at the right length to make the top. Biscuit joiner, sorry. Still learning all the names. And we'll glue that together and make a top. And then I got the hardware, lift, and the 2 back hinges. And I got some little feet for the bottom of it so that it don't scratch the floor or get messed up. Hopefully these hinges, they say they're for 3/4 inch material, but boy do they look deep. So I might have to go back and replace those if I can't get those to work. But we'll see. I'm gonna chop up my lumber list here, get my chop saw out of the way, and bring up the table saw to make my grooves for the birch panels, and my new Craig Foreman. I'll do my pocket holes and start assembling, and hopefully we'll show some project in the next little add-on to this video. Hey guys, I'm back. Obviously today got away from me as far as filming goes because I had a beautiful day. I had the garage door up and there was a lot of cars driving by, so would have been hard to hear me anyway. But right now I have the top 2 pieces clamped together. I used my biscuit joiner. I don't think it's called that. I think it's called the plate joiner is what it's called. And put 3 biscuits in there, 1 on each end and 1 in the middle. Clamped it together, and I'm using those pieces of straight wood to hold it straight while it sets up. I'll come back out tomorrow morning and try and finish it up. But here's my chest that I made for my daughter. It's got ash box frame and birch, 1/4 inch birch insets. Used my pocket hole, my Craig Foreman. Did pocket holes on the inside. And as you can tell, I used my 1/4 inch router tip and did a groove all the way around so this panel slides right in there. And then I set the top piece on and put those screws in. And I used some finished screws on the ends, just barely countersunk a little bit. And then I have a back piece. Once the top's on here, I'm going to run a piano hinge, or that's what I call it. It's a piano hinge. It'll be a full-length hinge across here. And she's going to finish it to the color of her choice. I don't know if she's going to stain it or paint it or what, but I think I should have this thing done tomorrow. And we'll see how it turns out with the lid and everything on it. As always, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out, despite the old mistakes were made. But actually the one mistake that I made got hidden, so I'm happier even so more for that. I won't even tell you what it is. It was dumb on my part, lack of prior planning, but thankfully it was just one side, not the other. I'll be back after I get the top on tomorrow and get this piece. I got to trim off just a hair off of the end of that lid and get it put on, and then have the hardware for the lift so that it can go up and hold with a spring tension and then come back down. So I will see you here shortly. Hey everybody, we're back. Got the lid mounted, the continuous hinge on the back. Got the top all sanded down. Guess for my first time out, not too bad. I would make a few changes if I did it again, but for the most part, I think my daughter will be happy. For what she's using it for. Found out I'm not a real fan of those hinges right there. They don't really open very far, as you can tell. That would be something I'd change. Maybe a chain that lets the lid pop up more and catches it before it falls back. Just a nice, delicate little chain. So, just want to point out a few things that I did that I learned from. You don't learn if you don't do it, but when I was using my 1/4-inch router bit to do the grooves for these, I accidentally went all the way through to the end down here. Instead of, you can see this little line I put on the other ones. I put the bad one on the back, but it actually got hidden because it's buttoned up against the leg there. Kind of hard on myself for doing that, but then I lucked out. But a lot of, when you're doing something for the first time, you should probably expect to make some goofs here and there. Worst case scenario, I could have went and got another piece of wood and redid it, but like I said, it got hidden pretty good. But if I did it again, obviously I would make the little lines and only router over and then lift it straight off the table. I did that to all the other pieces, and this panel went right in there. And I was looking, a friend of mine mentioned something about the pocket holes and why did I put screws in the end instead of pocket holes, but I'm looking on the inside here. I have pocket holes going in here, pocket holes coming up here, so I would not be able to put pocket holes here because of these. So those would have gotten away. I probably could have went in the sides below here. That might have worked, but then I wouldn't have, I wouldn't be able to pull it super tight up top here. I guess that's what glue and clamps are for. But like I said, you do it and you learn from it, and you change your path the next time around. I did notice a little thing about this continuous hinge. It pushed my top forward a little bit because I wanted to hide all the hinge that I could. And in doing so, with the screws coming out the middle, just a slight raise in the top, but I think that's also partly because of this hinge. So think it's really gonna affect anything. I'll probably post a couple pictures when my daughter gets it all stained up and put some stuff in it. Have them send her pictures so you can see what the actual totally finished product looks like. But for the most part, we're done. Appreciate you stopping by and watching these videos. I see some of the numbers are going up. Practice just makes you better on your next project. Gives you some of the woodworking skills and things to look out for and remember each time you build something on what to do and what not to do. So, thanks for watching. Hopefully I see you back on the next one. Not sure when the next one's going to be. I got to plan out a whole wall full of cabinets. It's going to be lower cabinets on the bottom and then bookshelves on the top, kind of to match what's in our room right now. I'll throw out a sneak peek picture when I'm ready to start doing those. Maybe the plans for them. Not so much plans, but just a visual picture of what I'm doing. So, all right. Thanks for stopping back by. Appreciate it. Have a good time.